An unanswered text message can feel devastating. And that's actually very hypocritical coming from me. Sometimes I'm busy, sometimes wording a text message takes more bandwidth than I have, sometimes I forget. No big deal. But when it's me reaching out to a friend, suddenly my automatic programming kicks in and I start prepping myself for rejection. I've gotten pretty good at countering that programming, but that still takes intentional effort every time. I talked about this a little in my latest video essay, and I think that other people who deal with self-rejection on a regular basis can also relate to this, but repairing my relationship with myself was just one part of managing rejection sensitivity dysphoria. And when I think about it, that makes sense because I started rejecting myself in childhood because of the implicit and explicit messages I was receiving about my differences. I didn't start off disliking myself. I was taught that message by neuronormative influences at home, at church, at school, at friends' houses, etc., etc., etc. The message was always lurking. Who you are when you let your guard down, it's not okay. And that's a terrible thing for a person to learn at a young age. I think the message should be, if someone thinks who you are when you let your guard down is not okay, that relationship may not be worth your energy. Focusing on reliable social signals has been one of the biggest ways I've helped my brain change its RSD patterns. At this point, the people who I spend my energy on mean what they say and are willing to engage in uncomfortable conversations. I know that if there's a problem, we can talk it through to make things better. Why is that important when we're talking about rejection? Because having less fuel for the RSD fires to burn slows down the wild guessing. What did I do wrong? And self-blame. Oh, I did so much wrong! Before they gather too much momentum to be easily stopped. So now, when I feel like I'm getting left on red by a trusted friend, I can remind my rejection-addled brain that just because it's uncomfortable in the moment does not mean that it's a reflection of my worth as a friend. Plus, they're usually just busy managing and onboarding the massive cavalcade of personal and collective horrors that continue to escalate on a daily basis. So I'm pretty sure they'll all reply very soon.